a group too.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, guys. So we're live tonight, and tonight we have Mr. Maverick and David M joining us, just talking about random things that happened this week. And later on, we'll have Nari, who will be joining us soon, and also Keen Titus. And Smokey is away this week. He's on a wedding, so we won't have him this week, but he'll be back next week.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't know. Do you
Glad to
guys
be
just
here.
want to talk about like 5 to 10 minutes just about the general market? I don't know if you guys haven't seen Bitcoin, and I know we're all in this like DeFi space. So for the most part, I kind of blocked out the noise. Well, it's not noise because it does affect the DeFi space of the stock market and also Bitcoin. But they've been making some crazy moves recently. I don't know if you guys been watching that.
Actually, yeah, I've seen, well, Bitcoin picked up a lot in the last couple of days, talking about from 36K to where we're at now, which is about 41 and 42 actually now that I pull it up, which is honestly pretty wild. I thought they were going to stay down longer or even go down lower from looking at everything.
Yeah, being in the DeFi space, which many of us are that are tuning in as well, it's pretty crazy how you block out what the market's doing the majority of the time. But I'm telling you, you're making a mistake whenever you see it dropping to the levels that it's been at the last month or so. Everybody needs to be paying attention because that's the time to really buy into those blue chips and in my opinion expand your portfolio a little bit.
I'm gonna pull up the just a chart of what's been happening in the market. Let me share my screen real quick. It's being super volatile. I think anything for day traders and scalpers. I mean, this is pretty much the dream for this market because there's
Yeah.
so much just up and down and so much opportunities. I think you can make over 100 to 200% catching those buying at the support, selling at the resistance, or you can even do just buy puts and everything. Let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah, I bet
If you
Carolina
guys can,
Keith is foaming at the mouth at this market right now, right?
well, if you are intraday trader, but if you're doing swing positions, you have like stop losses in that. It's gonna get triggered. So th- this whole pop right here. I mean, so I this day right here where it dropped. So this is a SPY SP 500. This huge drop. I don't know if you guys watched the earnings report for Facebook. So Facebook came out, and this is one of the strongest stocks, one of the blue chips. Earnings comes out, and this they drop more than 20%. It's almost like you're trading a meme coin, dropping that much in a day. And so I was watching it on that day. I think Miss Maverick, I was talking to you too, and I was saying, hey, if Amazon earning doesn't come out good, like this is just gonna tank. But Amazon comes and they crushed earnings, and market rallied from that. And I think Snapchat, which got sold off 20% before their earnings came out because the Facebook drop, they had good earnings and they raised up at one point it was like 60%. So there was a crazy rally in the Friday because these earnings. But the thing is, Amazon's earnings actually they included Rivian, which is one of the company you know they got in way early, and they counted that increase as part of the earnings. So it's kind of there's some fluff in there. But I don't know if you guys been watching the macroeconomic side of things. Of course, like the chart, the technicals tell most of the things. But the thing is, if you watch the macroeconomics, or if you listen to the Jay Powell speech recently when he had that FOMC meeting, I think someone asked him about the inflation problem, and he answered that the inflation affects the poor people more than the rich people because when you're poor, a large part of your money is going to pay for your food, for your housing, and just necessities. So maybe, the people who are low income, they're spending 80-90%, or maybe living paycheck to paycheck. So a little bit of inflation, 10-20%, or even, whatever inflation affects them a lot, because then if they're already living paycheck to paycheck, and now they're really struggling to afford things. Whereas if you're making, hundreds of thousands of dollars or in the millions of dollars, a little increase on the food and things like that doesn't affect you as much. But the thing is, as soon as he said that, I think he realized what he said, and he made a face. But basically, he admit that inflation affects the poor more than the rich. So him not controlling inflation is directly him hurting the poor people. So I don't feel that good, honestly, about this, just in general, the way things are going. I don't know if you guys have any feelings about that.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, David. I know you have some thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is just the poor are absolutely going to get more affected as everything goes on, because, if the inflation goes higher, the minimum wages, nothing has changed. Yes, they got a raise. There was an actual raise of what, the beginning of the last year or mid last year, but a 17% increase in 1 year it's insane. It's unheard of. So for everything to continue the way it's going, we're just waiting for a setback. We're in a bubble at the moment, and I expect something to be crashing pretty soon, even if it's a small recession or something like that. But uh, something's bound to happen eventually, the way everything's been going on.
Yeah, I agree, David. Hey, I really feel like, right now, I feel like it's being propped up a little bit, right? Politics plays a lot into this, I believe, at the moment. There's going to come a point where the politics doesn't really matter anymore. And, the economic structure is going to take hold. So I agree. There's a bubble happening now. I think a lot of people are feeling it, and probably some of the people that maybe don't have a significant amount of income, what you would consider to be, kind of the upper class, even the middle class right now, are really paying for what's going on. Wages aren't going up. Inflation is skyrocketing. Heck, go to the store and compare. Really look at the prices. Heck, even stopping at Taco Bell. That's funny. I posted a meme about Taco Bell, so I have it on my mind right now, Myron. You know what I'm talking about. But like, you go to Taco Bell and you're paying $40 for a family of 4. I'm like, this is Taco Bell. This is supposed to be cheap, man. No, nothing is cheap at the moment. And so when this thing pops, right, it's going to be all incumbent. It's going to be crypto as well. And I think it goes back to like a lot of the things you and I have talked about here recently, Myron. It's like really protecting your money in stables and being ready for that moment when that occurs, so you don't get wrecked, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one thing about you look at stocks, you look at crypto. The thing is, I think one thing, since I think most of us in this field, we do have some money to play around with. And I think, unfortunately, for the poor people, for the lower income, they couldn't care less if SPY is, 500, 600, 700, because most of them are not in the market. But they do see, just like you saying, the Taco Bell prices are going up. McDonald's, Wendy's, all these food, like that directly affects them. And I have this one thing that I want to, let me pull up real quick for you to show. Can you guys see? I'm showing a Word document right now. Can you see this?
Yeah,
yes.
Sure can.
Okay, so there's this one that's really interesting to me. Of course, I don't feel like we are in a bear market yet. I don't think it's confirmed yet. We're kind of in that shaky area. Of the market doesn't really know what's going to happen. There's banks that's surprising in, I think, like 4 rate raises. I think Bank of America is doing 7 rate raises. So there's no certainty in the market. But this is something that I saw that I think is very, very interesting. So basically, the guy had a whole article of how you view a bear market. And bear market, it's not, in a bull market, of course, everything is fairly easy. What do you do in bull market? Just buy every single dip, and you're gonna end up making a lot of money. But in the bear market, the thing is, the mentality, everything changes. There's the black words. Those are, the mindset of bulls, and the red ones are the mindset of bears. But the thing is, what he talks about is that with every drop, there's what he calls a face melting rally, where the market goes up 10, 20%. Not the market, but like stocks or, just different things that will just rally like crazy. So, there's, this bull is like, oh, the crash is happening. Then the bears like, oh, this is it. We're starting to short the market, and you get this rally. Then the bulls are like, oh, well, maybe that was the lows, but it's just every single one of these moves is gonna catch both the bears and the bulls. It's very extremely hard to trading a bear market. And I think that's, you guys everyone probably heard the saying that everyone looks like a genius in the bull market. And one person I do want to kind of bring up, I know this is crypto, but I think this whole general market, unfortunately, the crypto does follow the market in general. And so basically, if the market drops, and I think crypto now is seen as a risky asset, then the crypto is going to drop too, just like you said, Miss Maverick, that if SPY is going to tank, we're not protected in this area.
So, no, we're really not. Hey, can we get Titus in here too? I think King Titus wants to be part of the conversation.
I was just checking. So let me add him in here real quick.
Okay.
Well, while we're adding Titus, and I'm looking at the chart that you're showing, what I'm seeing a lot of is actually Carolina Keith just had a video recently about this, calling the falling knives, and it's honestly what we're seeing on this chart that you're showing. So, I mean, it's hard to keep up with it because you just never know when it's going to stop. You see yourself a bull run and you see something coming up, but at the same time, you just never know when the dip is going to happen. And we have people that are saying, "Oh, shoot, I bought the dip." But at the end of the day, you never know when the dip is going to come. And that's the issue when it comes to a bear market, as opposed, because we've all been in a bubble and it's been going on for a long time. And we've all expected a correction. We all expected everything, but it just seems that it hasn't stopped.
And I think, now I have the Bitcoin chart pulled up. To me, I think Titus can speak to this as well. This doesn't look natural to me. I mean, of course, this doesn't also look natural. There's probably some liquidations here, but this to me doesn't look like. It doesn't give me the confidence for some reason to say, hey, the 32,000 was the bottom, and now we're moving up back to all-time highs. Titus, can you speak a little bit to that? I think we have both feel the same about this one.
Man, let me pull up my Bitcoin chart over here.
Here, you can share your screen too if you want to.
All right, I've got 3 monitors. Let me see. Hold on here. Share screen. Sharing screen is easiest with 2 monitors. Don't show me these tips again. Oh, so I can share any of these screens. Let me share this screen. What is it showing?
Yep.
There you go. There you go. All right, here we go.
We're good.
So yeah, this is I drew these support and resistance lines like forever ago. So, this has basically been playing out for a long time. And generally, I guess, in this sort of space, I would say that we would have to look back to find these support and resistance lines. And I think that we're really right about here. I'm not really sold, honestly. Like, we did break, I think the red line is the 7 EMA. I think we did break that. And we did break this line of resistance here. And it doesn't seem to be holding. But I don't know if we actually, you know what I'm saying, get all the way up here and break this 44 level, or if this is going to be like sort of a fake out, because we could reject here or we could reject here. And then I think that we could come all the way down to maybe a 27 or a 30, That's just my personal point.
even if this is reversal, I think it has to break the 45s or 44s to stop that lower highs. And once it does that, I think there still would be like a pullback. If we say, hey, this is reversal, we do the pullback and we'll buy in that pullback. And I think I read somewhere too that your goal shouldn't be to say, hey, I'm gonna time the exact top and I'm also gonna time the bottom, because I think that at that point is pretty much just gambling. But we'll play it when the trend is intact. And it's okay to not catch the beginning, of a reversal, because all you do is just miss a few percentages of gain. But it is very dangerous for you to be caught in a bull trap, because when that drops, I mean, it's dropping. And, I mean, you look at the same candle, you're on the day chart, right? Yeah, one day is that huge candle, but if you look in the before that, there's also one day you get that huge red candle also. And so this market is still extremely shaky again. We're not trying to give any financial advice, but I'm still, for the most part, staying stable right now. And maybe we can, and also, this, I feel like it does affect some of the DeFi, the projects in the DeFi area. And I think some of these projects, even the big ones, it looks a little shaky because Bitcoin rallied hard, but I'm not seeing some of these projects that I keep an eye on are rallying hard. So this feels very weird to me personally. And here, let me share. Do you want to share something else, Titus? Or
No, heck no. Let me.
Okay, so let me pull. Oh, well, he popped out. I'll add him back. I think he put out the whole chat. He doesn't even want to share his voice, man. He's back.
There he goes.
Oops.
All right.
Yeah, I hit leave studio instead of stop sharing screen.
I want to share one more thing that I guess we can talk about some of the topics that we would normally talk about. I think there's, I thought last week, we had really interesting things. We had the seafood exposed thing from Wonderland time. We just had a lot of things going on last week, and this week I thought it's gonna be a little bit boring, but there's a lot of things that happened this week also. So let me share my screen again. Okay, so I only have one screen, so you're seeing this like infinite loop. But I want to share this. This is something super funny that I saw from before. Oh, let me see. Yeah, right here. This is how people think, right? You have these huge drops. It's just manipulation. Then you have these huge candles. And it's, oh man, that's just organic growth, man. Just a good project.
I mean, that looks about right.
So I guess let's talk about some of the news if we can. And so far, this is actually this is in BnB Draco, and I think some other members been posting news in Bourbon-n-Blockchain's crypto news section. We're going to go over some of them real quick. I think some are pretty interesting. And apparently this one that I think Draco posted today or yesterday, there's one called Mars Stealer. That can steal your crypto. So Draco's a huge security guy, and even back, I love his talks on wallet security, and I got treasures just because his talks. And if anyone out there, you don't have a treasure to protect your assets, you need to get a treasure. And that, now it reminds me of one thing. So a week ago, David showed me this minting of these dogs that let me show you the dogs actually. So he showed me the dogs I minted because they're free. So all I had to pay was pretty much just the gas fee. And then after I mint, David comes in. He's like, man, dude, I got hacked. My strong, everything is gone. And when he said that, it spooked me a little bit. Right? So I minted these ones right here.
Hey,
right? So he said,
I mean, I minted a ton of them too. It's like, they look okay. They're free. On
but what I'm saying is that you spooked me when you say you got hacked. So the moment I saw that message from David, the first thing I did was just pull out my treasure. Then I was like, wait, can you even get your notes stolen strong? I think there's a way, maybe, but
No,
He got me.
actually, there is a way to get them stolen. You just got lucky.
But yeah, he scared me. But the thing is, I also wasn't that worried because I have all my stuff behind Trezor. But basically, Draco was saying after after you use your MetaMask and everything, you want to lock it out. You don't want to just keep it on every single page and everything. So this is just things we need to be careful. And there's I think Draco says too, just way smarter people than us that gets the wallet hacked and everything. So the other one that's kind of big is Coinbase has this deal with TurboTax where you can get your tax refund directly into Coinbase, directly into crypto. So it's
wow, that's news to
getting,
me.
Yeah, it's getting mainstream attention.
Yeah, that's positive. I know we talk a lot about
you can get
taxes,
direct
right?
deposit into crypto.com, and I know direct deposit to Coinbase is coming soon too.
Wow.
And it's
really?
FDIC
Wow.
insured. Yeah, so like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm trying to get direct deposit into my crypto.com now. I'm trying to set that up.
And I read, Titus is trying to get that fancy card, that metal card right there they have. So
dude,
that'd be
first
nice.
off, bro, get you one of them cards, man. That's a luxury experience, even unboxing that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? like, dude, I'm telling you, it's like, do you have a Platinum American Express card?
No, man.
David, do you have one?
Shit, I don't even know what that is.
Platinum American, man, get out of here. So somebody in here got the Platinum American Express.
No. I have the Hilton Honors card. That's about it.
Oh man,
I travel a lot.
It's just a really nice, like super thick card, and it's just like it just has perks and stuff. Like you have like the American Express lounge at the airports that you can go into, and everything in there is free. All the liquor is free, all the food is free. You know what I'm saying? And the crypto.com has the same thing.
After this.
Yeah, it's only $500 a year, dude. I don't know why people don't pay for it, man. But whatever.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Can you pay in crypto?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm out.
I'm out. But on crypto.com, you can pay in crypto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Another thing though is that did y'all know that the Coinbase.com card and the crypto.com the Coinbase and the crypto.com card work differently. On the Coinbase card, you have to actually cash out your crypto into cash and load the coin. On your crypto.com or your Coinbase card, you can set it to pull from your active crypto accounts, and it'll arbitrage you whenever you make the purchase.
No, had no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they're way different methods. Like, you know what I'm saying? The crypto.com card is basically like a preloaded like Visa card. And the Coinbase card is like an actual legit crypto account spending card. Like you're literally spending the crypto in your account.
Wow. So Myron, that's a good note for maybe a whole nother topic, right?
Oh yeah.
Like I'm sure there's so many people, like a lot of us are in, our group is DeFi centric, right? And yet I would bet you 95% of us don't have cards.
Oh,
like
I have a Coinbase
Titus
and a crypto.com card. Yeah, dude, you guys have to have one. I'm signed up for the Ledger card when that comes out. And then I think there's one more card I'm trying to get.
I've been on the Coinbase card on the wait list, and it's been about 2-3 months, and I still haven't received it because like I don't think I need that. And now I look back, it's like should have got it when it happened.
Right.
It's okay, man. I missed the Coinbase Pro account when they had the limited offer for it. Did you guys get on that?
No.
Nope.
Dude, it's like I don't know if it was $15 or $18 a month or whatever it was, but if you signed up for Coinbase Pro, you basically got no trading fees on Coinbase, period. And they basically eat all your fees except for the like on-ramp and on-ramp fees.
So the reason you're barely telling me about this now is
it's not available anymore. It was just a limited trial.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, you're barely telling us now. It's been a minute.
He's just flexing, man.
I don't have it. I didn't sign up for it.
Oh shit! But hey,
yeah, dude, I shit the bed.
But hey, guys, it looks like we got a couple comments here. Myron, you want to go over a couple of these?
Do you see it? If you can read it out.
Sure. I think we got Diego saying, I think we're still in a live environment with very low rates and high inflation. So there isn't going to be a lot of places for people to put their money in this year other than in the stock market. Well,
Yeah,
and crypto.
and crypto. And I agree. That's why, we're saying that I personally don't think we're in a bear market, but right now the market it is very, very shaky. But the thing is, I think Mr. Maverick mentioned this too, that we won't have a crash because there's political reasons why we won't have a crash this year.
Not a massive crash, right?
Right. But the thing is, can we have a
stocks
little
won't
bit?
have a massive crash. I'm not going to say crypto won't have a massive crash, but stocks
Right.
will probably be safe.
Honestly, we need a correction. Flush out some moon boys, and we'll ride this back up again. I mean, I love to get low. I personally wouldn't buy Bitcoin because I don't have that much money. But I would love to buy FTM back in the $1 range, $1.50 or even lower. I would love to
Oh
buy
my gosh.
AVAX. Load
Hey,
up on AVAX and cheap.
That brings me to a whole nother question, Myron. As being like the next
You just cut it out
FTM.
for a bit, I think.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, what do we envision the next blockchain that takes off? Right. There's a lot of them, right, that are coming up. I think Alpha One's and the one that I've heard recently. We talk a lot about DAG in general in a lot of the private chats.
Yeah, I know, man. What's up? Oh, hold on one second. Dan Carney, what's goody good? Roseanne, you have those dogs. Oh, so she minted the dogs with you guys. Christine, what's good? Coinbase One. That's exactly what I was talking about. I think that's the name of it. My mom has it. I don't. And then Dylan wants you to buy Rock Games, Mav, and Vapor Chain.
Dylan does. You mean Madden?
Dylan Moore. That's what his name is here.
Oh shit, he just doxed. That's Madden.
Oh, he just doxed himself?
Man.
Hey, that's
All right.
Yeah. I just doxed you.
Oh, he's talking about the chains because we were talking about the chains.
Go
Maha,
ahead,
I think
Titus,
that's
I can't
one.
see it.
Oh, it says Vapor Chain and Maha Chain. If you look in it says private chat and then comments to the right. If you click on the comments, you'll be able to see it.
Oh, I see it now. Christine,
Gotcha.
hello.
Again, I think all the dips that we're gonna have in crypto. I mean, all these news. I'm long term. I'm very, very bullish on crypto, which is why I dropped most of my stocks. I moved it all to cryptos because I see that there's gonna be more gains to be made in crypto area. And there's another news. While we talk about this, I think there's an ad now for Super Bowl about crypto. So we'll see that one. I think apparently it's financed by Binance. It's an ad on Binance.
Now that we're talking about Super Bowl and everything else, who else got in on the Bud Light NFTs?
Man.
Because there's still before you guys start.
No, go ahead. I'm in there.
Don't look. So I only bought a couple of them because I don't know what it's gonna do. But when I bought one, I was like, well, the floor price is down. It hasn't been fully minted. So I heard a rumor that Bud Light is gonna close their minting at 5,000 because right now it's at around 4,600 fully minted, and there's supposed to be 12,272 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just saying it off the top of my head. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, fuck, the Super Bowl's next week. Please, excuse my language, but
your audio
is
kind of cutting out a little bit.
Your audio. 1 second.
No, I could hear you. Titus, I think it was Myron.
Maybe just me then. My internet.
All right. Better. Can you guys hear?
Jesus Christ.
That's not better.
Is it worse?
No,
Yes,
dude. It's perfect, bro. Perfect. Bro.
Yeah. AirPods. I was trying to, like I was saying.
Definitely not David.
Hey, David, disconnect. Disconnect.
Yeah. It's not you, man. Don't worry.
It's not you.
Don't worry, David.
Thank
You're
goodness.
fine. Everything is working perfectly fine.
No, actually, I had to mute David a little bit. David,
like
you
a
have to hop
Everything
back
is
meltdown.
in.
going exactly according to plan.
Complete meltdown.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Hey,
You probably need to reset, David. He's gonna have to reset.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
So they're
All
calling
right,
the Super Bowl
so-
the crypto ball. Finish your point about the Super Bowl. Oh no, that was him talking. He's gone now.
Wait,
All right,
Hey,
well,
I
let's,
guess this is a good.
was it
I guess
me
this is
or
a
was
good.
it?
No, it was him.
No,
It was
it
him.
was.
Okay,
It was
okay.
absolutely David. Yeah.
All right,
No,
let
I
me
guess
add
this is
David
a-
back.
It definitely wasn't me.
Okay,
No,
now
it's
you
absolutely
sound
not.
fine.
It's 100%
Yeah, so I
not
didn't do
you.
I didn't do anything different, but I blame it on King Titus on this one.
Makes sense.
All right.
Makes sense.
But so let me go over just one more news, then we'll move on to other topics we can talk about.
Sure.
The other one, let me see. Let me share my screen. Okay, so the other one is this huge hack on Wormhole. I think that happened on Monday or Tuesday. So basically, they went on Solana, I think, and they essentially minted. What did they say here? It was like 18,000? No, 120,000 Ethereum.
Oh yeah, I thought it was 200 million. It was 320 million.
Well,
they
I
wiped
think
out
they
all the
successfully.
Ethereum on Solana, didn't they?
Yeah, they successfully.
was-
I saw the wallet moved over 80,000, and which was 200 something million dollars at that point. That actually got sold, and they came out. Wormhole was like, "Hey guys, good job. If you return the fund, we'll give you $10 million or $20 million reward."
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but this is on Solana, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, so like, let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, let me
Trash.
add David.
What kind of exposures have we seen Solana here recently succumb to? Right, like there's been some major stuff happen. Like I'm looking at the charts right now. Okay, Bitcoin, like over this last 7 days, they've retraced about 15%. Okay, Solana though has retraced close to 30. Let's just call it 27%. Like, are people just not paying attention?
I don't know what you mean by that. You're saying like people should be buying Solana right now?
No. I mean, hey, there's been some huge exposures here recently within Solana, correct?
Oh, they have major VCs though. I think like what isn't like a huge portion of the supply is held by like VCs. That's why it rocketed up at the beginning, like over there. That's not natural organic growth, dude. It was pumped by celebrities and people with tons and tons of money.
Yeah, so that's something you don't hear talked about a whole lot, right? Solana being a major chain, and I agree. There's probably a lot of truth to, the tech or whatnot, but I don't hear about this same type of exposure and hacking happening in different areas. So Solana just seems to be in the news a lot.
I think during this huge drop, the Solana was freezing up. People couldn't get the transaction through at all. So they really need some, get more validators up or do something, because this, I think that was one issue that I read. And I don't have much on Solana. I think I have like maybe $200 or $300 on there that I bought some NFTs with. But that's one chain. Well, that's also another chain that you have to use their own a different wallet. I think it's Phantom wallet.
Yeah,
And not the MetaMask wallet.
the wallet is also trash.
Yeah. So yeah, this is huge. I mean, I don't think I think they have put the money back that got stolen. I don't know how they got the funds, but
they can't put the money back, can they?
Well, I think they somehow they put it back. Well, they didn't get it back from the hacker, I don't think. So this is where I don't know. I haven't kept up with the news. All I know was just it was a huge hack.
Where did they get $300 million from?
From the Fed, man. Just print it.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happened, my guy. I think it's not backed. I think it's not backed. I think they're lying about it being backed, and I think they're trying to arbitrage their money back over time.
Yeah, that's where I'm really not sure what happened after this, but it's just I mean, it's a pretty big hack. Let me see. Okay, so let's move up onto some other projects that we can talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about some news this week, right? Like some of the big stuff. Like
Animal
what was the
Farm.
biggest? Yeah, what
Animal
was the
Farm.
biggest? I agree. Animal Farm's
So-
probably the biggest drop this
Yeah,
week.
let me share my screen, dude, so you guys can watch me collect my farm.
Hey, but on the second biggest news would be what? That every Super Bowl holder actually gets any person who goes to the Super Bowl this year actually gets a free NFT with their ticket. About that?
But isn't like the lowest ticket like $6,000?
Yeah, but you're still getting a NFT with your ticket. So I mean, what do you think the retail value is going to be on like that being the first NFT given out by attending a sporting event?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Long term, that's going to be crazy. I agree, David. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
the value proposition there is insane.
So you bet that I'm gonna be scalping for somebody to post it on OpenSea the moment they get to their house and they receive their NFT. I'm gonna be sitting there just waiting for someone to drop.
It's a good
All
point.
right,
I didn't even know
Titus
that.
gonna flex on us.
I'm not flexing on y'all, man. I really want everybody to understand the power of Animal Farm, man. Like this shit is amazing. Amazing.
Hey, enlighten us, Titus. Me and Myron were talking about this today, right?
All
Like
right.
I have a lot of BUSD just sitting around, and there was I think there like a 6% tax staking fee or something, and I was like, man, how long is this going to take me to make it up? Okay,
There's
so
a 6%
I'm
tax staking
interested.
fee.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I
I
don't know
think
anything about that, but look, let me explain
okay,
to you how
go
this
ahead.
work here. All right, so look, you got this BUSD dogs thing right here, right? This basically, I think this actually ends up yielding you like 2% a day or something like that. So I get like I claim this twice a day. I guess you could say I probably claim them around 12 hours apart. So I guess I get about $80 a day from this pool, $40 a day from this pool, and $60 a day from this pool. And I only have, $3,000 locked in here, 25 locked in here. Oh, they fixed it. And 1,100 locked in here.
And Titus got into this at a super good price. It was around 100, right? When you got
Yeah, I bought my pigs at $100. So the first thing you do, man, is you got to come in here. Guys, I'm a farmer now, so it's hard. It's hard work, guys. I had long days. I got sunburned.
Hey, we want to be educated. A lot of the people watching are going to want to be educated too. So, anything you can explain or knowledge you can drop is appreciated.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, this is the same guy that created Drip.
Yeah, this is the same guy. So look, you earn pigs. So I've earned this is like what? 0.25 pigs or whatever.
So what's the reason behind claiming twice a day? Sorry, I actually didn't get into this project.
You can actually do it every 4 hours. I'm just lazy. I'm not gonna claim this like 6 times a day.
I'm with you.
No, but my question is, do you have to claim it every 12 hours? Is that the max, or is it
There's a 4-hour cooldown every time you claim. So that's the most you can claim is every 4 hours.
We do have a question that says, is this sustainable? I think that's a huge question that most people are asking about these recent projects, even nodes and everything. Is this sustainable?
My belief is that it is. Okay, so this is how I think this works. So you have $300 million in TVL, right? So every time you deposit into the farm, one of these farm pools, you pay a fee. The fee gets put into the vault. And then from the money in the vault, only 3% of the vault is distributed to the stakers of the pigs daily. So the emissions from the rewards will never exceed the BUSD in the vault, if that makes sense. So now that I've collected all of my pigs here. You go to the pig pen here, and you want to stake your pigs in the pig pen. And then you get to earn BUSD. So obviously the rewards are low right now, but they say they're going to 10x these rewards.
I'm hearing what, like 10% a day, which seems not sustainable to me.
I don't think you misunderstood that. I think they meant 8 to 10x the current rewards, which, you know what I'm saying, would be like, if I claim this twice a day, it's 15, 30 bucks. So like $300 a day from my staking pigs. You know what I mean? I can do some math real quick. Let me see what that percentage is.
Yeah. And another question on these projects that I always wonder is where they generate the revenue from, where the money coming in. Of course, if you provide the liquidity, they get some money from, you know, every single transaction. But I don't know what they're doing with the rest of the money that's being locked up. If they're, you know, making a little bit of investments, or what is the guy doing with it? And also with pig farm, I'm gonna take screen real quick back. That's
1.8% per day is what you would get returned on.
That's still pretty high, to be quite honest with you, because most of the projects that you see nowadays, that's the same reason that Thor brought down their reward system, because it just wasn't sustainable. So what's the longevity on a project like Animal Farm? Right now, their rewards are high because it dropped, what was it, Monday or Tuesday?
No, the rewards are low right now, actually, is what I'm trying to tell you. So right now, I told you that, like, from that, I'm only getting 13 or whatever dollars a day. So that's like, if we subtracted it, that means I'm getting like 0.1% per day currently. The rewards
sorry,
vary.
I thought it was higher.
No. So that's what I'm trying to explain, that they vary over here. So do you see how this is maximal pegged restricted deflationary?
I took the screen just to it wasn't sharing anymore.
Oh,
I guess I didn't know if you were still gonna talk about it, but I just want to mention quickly that for these projects, if you guys can't catch it in the beginning, just don't touch it until it does some sort of retracement or pullback. Then you can think about injury. Because I mean, anyone that get caught above this price range, or, you know, there's people buying the thousands, they're just completely trapped into this project. And you see how all these new projects, I mean, there's a huge rally when everyone tries to buy in, you know, with 49% slippage, high gas. They don't even care about what price they enter. But then you can get that inevitable sell off. And I think another one that I launched today was FFF on FTM. And this is one that I wasn't home for. So yeah, you get a huge rise, pull back, maybe you can buy it. Now it's, you know, going up again. So on these projects, if you can, you know, if you're
on
good
another
at,
note too, hold on before you move on.
Yep.
You know, the ETH version of this project isn't even worth half of this. So, you know, this is 100% a way overinflated price. And the moment the bridge launches, they're going to arbitrage the shit out of this back even.
Yeah, I see exactly what you mean, because I've heard about this project for a while, but like you guys were saying, it's typically when a project just releases, there's 100% of the time going to be a pump and dump. So
if Myron, give me the screen back.
If you're not in it early, as Myron was saying earlier, you're going to be stuck in a very bad situation, which is typically, if I can't get into a project at the very beginning, the first couple minutes, usually I step back and just let the project ride, which is exactly what happened to me with Animal Farm. I couldn't get in, so I just automatically said, nope, I'm done with this project. I'm not even going to try it.
David, I'm with you, man. I tried, right? They had a lot of complications at launch with bots, and I was a little confused by it. It was like a 4-hour drawn-out process, right?
It was even longer because it started at 8 a.m. and I think it released like at 8 a.m. my time, of course.
Yeah,
but I think it was like around
thing.
2-3 p.m. before it even launched, and by that time I wasn't even on the AMA anymore because it just had drawn out so long. I was like, I was not going to spend my whole day just waiting for a drop.
I can actually explain what happened there, dude. So Forex actually, he like They had like some insane, crazy anti-bot measures, and not only did they have insane, crazy anti-bot measures, they wanted to
You
make
keep
sure.
yawning.
Yeah, I know.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, they
You're
wanted to
making
make
this
sure.
you're making it sound more boring. You're making it seem like you're not having fun, dude. Come on.
Dude,
That's right.
I can't drink caffeine. It's too late. I'll be up all
Hey,
night.
I'm sitting over here drinking bourbon at the moment. Okay, just so
I
everybody
just
knows.
cracked a beer. I don't know if you guys even
Yeah.
heard
Oh
that.
man,
Little
maybe
nice
I should go
pop.
get
Hold on.
something.
Hold on.
All right,
Time
all
out.
right,
Time out. Hold on. Listen.
all
Okay. All right.
So it sounds like we're on the
Okay.
right Discord, except for me, because I'm
Hey, this
drinking a
is
beer.
Bourbon-n-Blockchain. Okay, so just
Oh,
had
it
to
is.
do us a solid. It's Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Okay.
Ooh, okay. I think I have that here in the cabinet, but I just cracked the beer, so I'm all right.
Check it out. All right. So let's go back to this real quick. So basically, the rewards are pegged. They have maximal, they're restricted, and they're deflationary. So depending on how the reward vaults are doing and how the deposits of the liquidity pools and the farms are doing, they change the emission rates to benefit the protocol and make sure things don't get out of control.
So for someone who is not in this project yet, and would you suggest do the dogs staking or get the pigs, or what would you say?
So I mean, so right now pigs aren't paying anything. You know what I'm saying? Pigs really don't pay much of anything right now. But when pigs do start paying, you know what I'm saying? Then pigs' price is probably going to start flying again, and we're probably going to see way over $1,000 pigs. But right now the dogs are hopping pretty nice. But the highest pools are on the farms over here, and if you don't really know how LPs work, you can get wrecked. Like this was a $3,500 LP. So I'm stuck in this until dogs is back at 150, and then I'm gonna get out so that I can get out at even.
Yeah. What's that? Okay. So yeah. So I think this one is I mean, I think it's good to have it on the watch list because I think there's a lot of people, a lot of hype around also drip, because I mean that protocol, I don't know, again, I don't know too much about it. It seems a little Ponzi MLM like to me, but maybe I should
it's
do a little bit of
100%.
research on it.
I think that it is, and I don't think that there is really much of a use case for drip other than the fact that you're able to use it as like a store of value and back stuff up. So because since they lock all of their tokens up in liquidity, you're always guaranteed to be able to pay. Okay. God damn it. So, anyways, like I was saying, so
Oh my god.
there's a 10% drip tax. So, and they pay 1% every day. The 10% drip tax on the cells automatically pays for the 1% distributed to everybody every single day. So, as long as people are trading the protocol and using it for liquidity and farming it, then there will always be enough emissions to pay the drip stakers.
So, Titus, on another note, what do you call this project? Do you call this more of a degen play, or do you see it going, I don't know, 3-6 months from now?
I think that this is going to go 3-6 months from now. Forex has had other successful projects. You know what I'm saying? Drip obviously didn't start, you know what I'm saying, at the easiest. But I think out of all the crazy projects that launched like November-ish time between time, heck, all these nodes, you know what I'm saying, all this crazy stuff, Forex seems honestly to have the most sustainable model that actually seems like he's not just like in this to make money. He's like trying to build like this like massive like ecosystem that's like decentralized.
But didn't we see the same kind of response? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to FUD the project.
Nah, FUD the shit out of me, bro. Give it to me. I want to be fudded.
You want to be fudded? Well, you're about to be fudded. So didn't we expect the same kind of response when we were all in together on the project time? Everybody thought that it was the
now you said all in together, but I wasn't in time.
Okay, shit, neither was I. I just figured you were because you're in farms. So I
yeah, no, dude, that
in.
shit was an obvious suspect thing, dude. I couldn't do it, dude. I just really couldn't do it. It was just so sus.
I couldn't pull the trigger, honestly. And to be quite fair with you guys, I was just barely getting into that kind of DAO systems and everything like that. I was more into the altcoins at the season. And that's when I just started seeing a bunch of DAOs and nodes and everything. And I started jumping in, and everybody would talk about time, and I had no idea what it was.
I honestly don't know why people didn't learn their lessons in December, dude. In December, when everybody got clapped with all the nodes, we should have looked at these rebase tokens and been like, yo, this is a Ponzi. This is not going to work. They're going to hit the ground just like all these other node projects did. And that's exactly what happened. And that's why I didn't buy any.
I mean,
are we talking
it's
about
a
node
smart way to look at it.
projects?
Yeah, not to name any, no honorable mentions, no ring, no samurai, no soldier. We'll just keep them out.
Yeah, please.
What do you mean? Those are my favorites.
Hey, to be quite honest, you can still claim your soldiers.
Can you really?
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
there's
can
still
actually.
couple 100,000 of liquidity for ring
Yeah.
even.
The ring,
Right.
what's
But you can't
That-
claim
that's a-
ring tokens anymore.
that's a sore subject though. Ring went a little too far out, including katana, samurai, or what do I call it now? Honor?
Honor.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, though ring and honor, they're very sore subjects. I honestly I was a firm believer of soldier. I thought they were gonna do something about it. I thought they were different, and then yeah, it turns
Yeah.
out they weren't.
I agree.
But it
Katana
wasn't.
was
But it
that
wasn't
way.
because of them.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of these. Oh, okay. So we got something new from the chat. It's Brian.
What do we got?
Oh, he doxed you.
Yeah, Maverick is doxed. I don't care.
Oh man.
He
Come on,
doxed
Tom
yeah.
Moore.
you.
Well,
Yeah,
weren't you
but-
doxxed already?
Yeah, he's.
No,
I mean, we.
I don't give a shit. I'm a nobody, right? Like we are all nobodies. I'm Mr. Maverick to the community. I mean, like
Yeah.
I'm just not that important to me. If I put my name to a project, you better know that I'm gonna put my face to it, right? Like, right now, I think one of the big issues that we have in the community is not knowing who we're dealing with. And I think people feel a lot more comfortable when they can put a face to a name in general.
Yeah,
You know,
agreed.
relationship driven. We need to be able to know who we're dealing with. When we buy into, let's flip the script. Let's say, like we were talking about SPY earlier, right? Let's just talk about the stock market in general. You can put a face to a name within any stock, okay? And I think that this community that we're living in right now, especially in the DeFi space, the most successful individuals, projects, whatever you want to call it, are the ones who are coming out and putting a face to a name. I'm just going to say it. Look, we want to know who we're dealing with. We do. I do. I don't know about y'all. And you know, there's a few projects right now. Titus, you're involved in a few of them. I've seen your name in them. And we know, you know, if they're about to tell us who they are, and that's important to us, right? Like we want to know because it gives us a sense of comfort. It gives us a sense of community. We know exactly what to expect. You know, and so I would just, you know, if anybody's listening from the development community, like that's a necessity. And I think the union of trust, is that what they're calling it? Transparency.
Transparency.
I don't know.
Transparency. Yeah.
Hey, I've drank way too much tonight, guys. I apologize.
Man, I mean, dude, you guys
just
know. I
gonna-
don't know if you were there when I dug in Nyloc's ass because I told him, like, dude, none of this, like, you're not making any sense. You don't make any sense.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah, it was,
I'll show
that
you
was
my
rough.
face anytime. I don't give a shit. You want to know why? I'm sorry. Because, like, hey, we're a community, and a community is community. You need to be able to trust in people, believe in people.
Dude, you need to grow some fucking balls, bro. No one's gonna
That's
come
right.
and murder you. I mean, come
Listen,
on, dude. You're
listen,
not that serious.
I'll go ahead and tell you, like, I live in Texas, okay? A lot of the guys in the Bourbon and Blockchain community, like, they've seen me. I post videos. You know, I like playing the guitar or whatever. And I you know, I have no qualms in doing that because nobody's going to show up at my fucking front door. And I hate to say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say, maybe I need to temper my language a little bit, but like we need to have trust. Okay. That's the foundation in everything we do, in every relationship, in every decision we make. You know, I mean, trust is foundation. And so I'm encouraging every project from here on out, and a few that I'm pretty deep into, right? Like people that I'm talking to the devs on a daily basis about things like
Mhm.
transparency is absolutely essential for the success and longevity of a project. We want to know who we're dealing with. We do.
Yep, I absolutely agree. And I think one thing, that in this DeFi space, I think one that I think a lot of people know is of course Strong, and then Strong is very very
Mhm.
much doxed. And the thing is, I feel like maybe them even lasting this long. I mean, it's been close to a year, or is it more than a year now that Strong has lasted? Which in the crypto space, that's a very long time. And
Absolutely.
I think it's because they're fully doxed, and we know who we're dealing with. And another thing about David Moss is that I think he's extremely professional. That he doesn't get into these drama, he doesn't get into these Twitter beefs with things. And I know some of these other projects, these knows when they're dying, there's people talking trash about them, but when they're people buying again, they start talking trash back. But it's like, well, those people talking trash about you are just normal people, but you are representing a project. You shouldn't be doing the same back to people. You are held if you're a business owner with this, they literally have millions of dollars, then you should hold yourself to that. And I think me and Miss Maverick will just come straight out and say it, because this show we're just we're unfiltered. We don't have any thing. We're not sponsored by anyone. So if you
There's
want
no
to sponsor
script.
us, yeah, if you want to sponsor us, I'll stop fudding you. But hey, until you no, actually, I'll still fud you. But the thing is,
We got to speak
but
the truth here.
yeah, but the thing is, no, we're just talking, and me and Brian, me and Mr.
Oh
Maverick,
shit.
me and Miss Maverick, we've been watching Project Europa. We'll just mention them again here for a very very long time. I've been in Project Europa since November. They kind of stayed under the radar for a long time, just writing their own code. So I think most people forgot about them just completely. I was in the Discord since Mr. Maverick joined before me. I was one of the first 100 people that joined. I think I was 60
Yeah,
something.
I
Mr.
got the
Maverick
whitelist
before.
too from the original
So,
first people to join.
so you were one
Fuck,
of the
am I the
first
only
in
one
there.
here that's not whitelisted?
Yep. We're gonna have
I
to
guess
change
so.
that, David.
So for
Somebody
the
go talk to Eng.
yeah. But
ENJ, we got it.
so I talked
Kidding.
to ENJ a lot, and Mr. Maverick talks to ENJ a lot. And the thing is, the team is gonna come out and dox themselves. They say next week, in one form or another, before the actual official launch. It's gonna be doxing. It's gonna be audit. It's gonna be KYC. It's gonna be all those things. And now what they launched, the user interface, even the trailers, just graphics. I personally think it blows a lot of these node project out of the water.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
I know that. Oh yeah, go ahead, Miss Murray.
no, I was going to say Coin Chatter was also mentioning that's why he went so heavy into Atlas,
Alice.
right?
Yes. Yep.
Because they were docked from the very beginning with their live streams, and it builds a sense of trust, right? Like we want to know,
I mean,
who we're dealing with.
doxing isn't always the best thing though. It's like I don't know if you guys remember if there's one project that I'm pretty sure everybody here was sort of involved in it called Fiscus DAO.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
Don't be flooding my boy Phil, bro. Phil's taking us to the promised land in 2 weeks, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
When he's launching, I'm buying
$2,000 fist coins, bro.
I know, yeah, I'm
69 cents.
So I just had to bring the name up because he said that it was him. I mean, the project is still going on. He's doxed. Does that mean I trust him with my money? No, I found a lot of dirt on the guy, and I believe I sent it to you, Myron.
Oh yeah,
I sent you.
and that's why I'm
of paperwork.
personally I pulled all my money from it, because what I don't believe in investing. Just like this. If I knew Sifu, the Quadriga guy, was the treasurer of Wonderland Time, I wouldn't put any money into it.
Nobody would.
Because the thing is, the guy has committed multiple fraud. It wasn't just one. And we're just talking about the facts here. You know, we're not making any accusation on what he's
No,
doing,
for
what
sure, for
he's
sure.
gonna do, right? But the thing is, Phil is also has been to jail for what he has done, and it was also a financial fraud. It was a Ponzi, well, whatever he did. He took people's
Yeah, it was a
money.
Ponzi scheme.
So I personally, I wouldn't want to put my money into that to support that. I think last week we actually talked to Draco about some of these projects. Is that, if we know these projects, feels kind of scammy or things like that, you can make a lot of money from Ponzi if you get in
Yeah.
early. But the
On
thing
the
is, you're investing in a scam.
But
But
on
the
the
thing
other hand,
is,
man, like most of these projects are all scams, dude. None of them are sustainable.
Well,
You know,
that's
the
why
only
I'm not
difference is that
in.
that Fiscus Phil is going to be a scam. I think that if anything, you're more prepared to make money on that project because
Well,
you're not in it for the long term.
So
that's short
I'm a
term.
little
That's a
bit.
pump and dump. That's
Uh,
technically a
y-
project. You just get in, you make your money, you get the hell out of there.
yeah.
Which is probably not the best way to look at a project, because if you're going to invest into something, you want to make sure you do it something that you believe into.
Right,
But
right.
if you also look at it in the short term way as a quick flip, sure, you're going to fail a good amount of them. You're not going to make a profit of 50% of these projects that are just a quick flip. You also have to be invested in the long term. So whenever you're investing into these kind of projects, you have to make sure that you're doing it with something that you are willing to lose, because you never know what the outcome of the project is going to be.
Yes, I agree with that. And the thing is, I have a different view, I think, than most people in this DeFi space or crypto space. I used to be a degen ape when I first started, when I was doing
You
stocks and
still
stuff
are.
like that. And I'm kind of a bearish degen ape. I was joking around with Nari because he got one of the node bears that's ape, but it's a bear. So I was like, man, so you YOLO in the project, then you FUD it like a bear. But the thing is, a lot of these projects during the December time, I didn't invest a penny into them. I didn't invest a penny into any of these node projects because I felt there were scams. And I didn't lose money on them, but the thing is, well, I didn't make money on them either, during this later December, January when they start rising up. But I'm okay with that. And the thing is, I would rather invest in something. We're talking about investing, not trading. Invest into something that I believe in. That hey, I'm willing to put my money in there, and let's see where you can take this project. And I think these, and one. So I think people need to understand like what they're trading. I see a lot of FOMOing again in this recent market because people are seeing insane gains. I mean, let me pull up universe nodes, whatever
Oh
you call
god.
it.
Yeah. I mean, they
So
did great. They did.
for like a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost a week.
So
Still
You
going
bring
great,
up
bro. I print $150 a day from that.
Hey, you bring up another point, Myron. Like, hey, what do you believe in? Right, in this
yeah.
DeFi space.
And did you read the white papers? Did you talk to the dev? I think another great thing about this DeFi space is that, dude, you can go talk to the devs.
Yes, you can.
You can go ask them
Absolutely.
questions.
I
And
do it.
I asked questions a bunch of questions to UNJ. He's the co-founder of Europa, and Mr. Maverick did the same thing. Right, so these
Yep.
are the things that you won't be able to do in the traditional world. That you're not gonna get anyone to talk to you in these unless you have a lot of money. But this
That's
is,
right.
so when I saw Universal, I didn't touch this one project at all. And should I have? Oh yeah, I mean I should throw $500 in it. But the thing is, I saw it around here. But when I saw it, it was already up 20x. So I was like, dude, I'm not gonna touch something that's 20x. Well, it pulled back. But the thing is, it went like 40x from that 20x. I mean, this is absolutely insane. But so everyone that bought here, you're just wrecked. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Oh, look. Oh, we're making a reversal. Nope. So
Hey,
these,
listen. We've all been
here, let me go to the day
guilty
chart.
of buying in at the high, right? Like
Yeah, let me go to the day chart. I
we
shouldn't look
talked
at
about
that lower time
Katana
frame.
or like Honor, right? Like a lot of us bought in at stupid times in some of these projects and learned our lesson because of it. And this is just another example.
I mean, this wasn't even a week. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're having pullback 6, 7. I mean, you already lost most of the games, and now it's just bleed. can it go up again? Maybe. Who knows? But the thing is, if you bought up here, you FOMO'd in, you got trapped. Your exit liquidity. I mean,
That's
your exit
that's
liquidity. Let's make you a shirt, bro.
Look at me, I'm exit liquidity, man. But the thing is, do your research. I think, hey, I think someone said it's okay sometimes you don't have the time to buy into some of these projects to do the deep dive, but once you get into the project, or you're like, hey, I'm putting 1%, 0.5% my port into it. I don't care where it goes. If I lose it. Hey, that's fine. But the thing is, if you're actually investing a significant amount, I think like 5 to 10% after you get into a project, if you don't want to do it before, I would suggest you do it before, because a lot of these projects are not launching yet. Like even for Europa, don't listen to what we say. Go read the white paper. Go look at the tokenomics. Go talk to the devs. Go to the Discord and ask questions, because they will answer you. And you get an idea of what the community feels like. You get, an idea of how the devs respond to people. Ask some questions on Twitter. I mean, you have these avenues where you can go and do this, where you can't do in the traditional finance area. And most people, they don't even read the white paper, man. Like for me, it's like, hey, where's the white paper? Where's the roadmap? If I don't see it, like I don't really want to touch it, man.
Yeah.
But and I think
man,
another thing,
I think your fib chart's upside down.
No, I pulled it from this. Well, I was bullish, man. I was bullish on this, dude. I think this is another one that launched. I didn't touch every month.
No, it didn't launch. It didn't launch.
I didn't launch, so
That's
this is
fake.
fake.
That's
It's
fake,
$5. $5 liquidity. Hey guys, you want me pump it? Let me pump this coin. But the thing is, just be careful, man. Just like read it. The thing is, you'll be more. Once I feel like once you read those and once you believe it, you don't really care about the FUD anymore, because now you have done your own research, and you like people who never read the white paper and done anything, they're gonna FUD, but then you let them FUD. They don't really know anything. So I just there's few people that makes money, and a lot of people, I personally think, in this space, unfortunately, majority of the new people, they're getting slaughtered in this space. There's a few that get lucky and win a lot, and they go brag about it on Twitter, they go brag about it on Discord, and other people start FOMOing, because man, if you miss Univ, right? If you miss Univ, you're gonna be wanting to FOMO into whatever the next thing is that whoever called Univ called.
Oh my god, and that's a major problem, man. When people who missed Univ and miss those gains, now they're FOMOing into all these reflection tokens and Mimi. You know what I'm saying? Well, what are these other ones?
Whoa! What do you got against Mimi?
Dude,
hey guys,
garbage,
it's not,
bro.
It's not a scam if you made money. Actually, no. The thing is, David called. We found this way early. It was like right here.
Yeah, I found it.
Oh,
Yeah. The problem though is that you pump it for
20,000.
people who don't know what they're doing, and they buy at the top, and then they get clapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the thing is, where they keep averaging down, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm gonna average down here.
Dude,
I'm gonna average
people
down.
Who average down, dude. When you average down like that, man, you deserve to get wrecked, bro. You don't average down on an 88 liquidity coin.
The only thing you average down is in blue chips.
Yeah, like if you need to average down, bro, you made a bad decision. You need to get out or forget about the investment.
And the thing is, I know I'm not trying to make fun of these people, because I was there. I bet most of us were at that one point where we're just like those people. But the thing is, we try to have this, so try to teach a little bit, because the thing is, when you look at this stuff like that, when your whole argument is, oh, it's gonna go up, then you can't have a reason why it's gonna go up. Then you're just playing on hope, and hope is never a strategy. And so, I think a lot of people got trapped on this. And
look, I think everybody's gonna have to lose money, man. Like, you can lead a horse to water, dude. But I watched tons of videos that said this exact same thing. You never FOMO to the top. But you know what, man? I had to lose like 20 grand FOMO in the top before I was like, you know what, man? You never FOMO the top. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a lesson I'm still learning. Honestly, in some cases.
Hey, man. Buy the rips, sell the dips, right? Buy high, sell low. Buy low, sell lower. That's how it works, man. But I think we're getting cut into an hour. I want to share one thing with you guys. This is kind of hilarious, but also not really that funny because a lot of people lost money. But
oh no, this is super funny, man. No, this like, come on, man. First off, this is hilarious. Like,
so
this whole industry is a joke right now.
So I want to share this. So this, I took a nap. I woke up to this. There was a call, and I was just. Can you guys see what I'm sharing right now? It's like Word document.
Yeah.
But basically, this account is no more. It got deleted maybe like an hour or two ago. But there's a project on Solana called Balloonsville. So this is gonna be, so basically they sold out. I think this was kind of hype project. I wasn't aware of it. But they sold out, and look what they said. All it took was a couple of paid actors, and boom, we did it again. Y'all really believe anything nowadays? And we found everyone we scammed because we were too stupid to ask for ID, which could have easily shown we were a rug. So this is the Eden magic.
Do you have the Doodle Dragon stuff?
Yeah, I do. So
the Doodle Dragon.
This apparently is the Doodle Dragon people. So let me show you what happened to Doodle Dragon. So right here. So let me show right here. After some backlash and more research, we decided we're going to make our first donation go to the WWF later today. Right? Watch this. Actually, F that. Our charity will instead now be my bank account. See ya, nerds. Oh man, like this is so this guy, he's just been trolling. Like, so he posted this. He was saying that Magic Eden should be doing refund. Money hungry apes. They were a rug. They knew we were a rug because we denied giving ID, but they didn't care because they wanted 5%. So I think Magic Eden came out and did a AMA on Twitter. But this guy was just blasting people, man. Like, look all these. I won't read all this. And this is like they just like they rugged, and not only did they rug, they're taunting everyone on Twitter. Look, this account has been taken over by Magic Eden operations team. Psych. It's so brutal, man.
Oh my gosh,
dude, this was troll level 1 million, my guy. Like whoever did this, like they have too much time. This was done by children.
Oh man, first 100%. Successful rug project of all time. Bag me. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
So then they had the let me see if I right here. So they had this AMA of this rug, and I think they were talking to the Magic Eden team, and this guy was in there, and he was making comments about people in the AMA. Like, the guy's literally shaking. Who is that? He's crying. Yo, chill, stop crying. Like, this guy's so brutal, man. And I think people came back. It's like, oh, we're gonna find you. We're gonna find your general location, and he's just been taunting them. And it was still up. This account was still up an hour, 2 hours ago, and now it is deleted. But man, like this is the first time, like we talked about last week. I got the Shogun rug from months ago, Shogun DAO. The guy kind of did a little bit like this, but it wasn't to this extent. This is just some crazy stuff. And I think last week we also talked about, Titus, if you remember, that there's a team of ruggers that's just going around and just rugging people.
This is proof.
Yep.
This is proof, dude. The same people who are rugging, like all the people who fork these forks, like all these reflection tokens, dude, they're all the same team, man.
I'm glad you captured this because this doesn't exist anymore, right? Like,
this account's gone.
Yeah,
yep.
Right.
Yeah, all the reflection tokens, they're the same, dude.
Yeah,
all these node forks, for the most part, the cheap ones, they're the same. Like it's just like most of these honeypot, I think that they're all pretty much from the same people.
Yeah,
all the scams I think are coming from like one or two groups of people, dude.
Yep, you're right.
And sorry, I'm bringing you back up on this one. Myra, remember that one guy you had a lot of info for that he rugged a couple projects? Can't remember the name of them. I believe it was Candyland was one of them, and then there was a couple others that same.
Yeah, I remember that kind of.
And it was honestly the same person on like 4 different projects. There was 4 different rugs that same week, and it wasn't. I mean, some of them, a couple of them were in Telegram, there was about 15,000 people in it, but 15,000 people investing into one project just alone is it's a pretty good sum. So if it's the same group of people, they have to be caught, man, because they they got a nice little track record behind them at the moment.
Yeah, they do.
And the thing is,
They're
I
not
think
getting
now,
caught, man. Nobody
Yeah.
cares. Nobody cares enough to look.
and they know how to build the community, right? And actually, now that we're talking about this is actually something new that I saw today or yesterday. So Mark Cuban actually bought a Twitter account or Instagram account. It's called just NFT. And basically someone came out and exposed them and said that most of the project they promoted on NFT on that Instagram account, like 75% of them you lost money on, 25% you went you actually are, it's up from the minting price. So, and this one guy, I think, like sent in some this is CoffeeZilla made a video about this. And he said basically sending a request to see if they can promote his project. And he said he doesn't have any project. And the guy's like, well, each post is $25,000 and you need to do 4 posts minimum. So basically $100,000 to do any, for them to even show your project. And now this one guy did a breakdown of every single project, basically all these trash NFT projects. And now there's huge backlash. I don't know if the count is around anymore. And now Mark Cuban's like, oh yeah, dude, I had nothing to do with that group, or things like that. And
Nice.
so, and the guy, someone commented, is like, hey, 25% hit rate, that's actually not that bad in this space. But it's just like you really can't trust anyone. I'm just saying, you can't trust anyone in this space. If you're chilling something, if you found it out and you see it's already up a whole bunch, it's better, or you go very little risk, or it's better to just sit out and just watch it. A lot of these coins that's being showed is on my watch list. I don't buy it when it's, just continuous non-stop green candle. The things, if it keeps going like UNIV, then it keeps going. I miss it. But the thing is, if you do this consistently over and over, you keep chasing this, I think in the long run, you're going to end up losing a lot of money.
Yeah, you're gonna blow your account up. Chasing green candles will 100% blow your account up long term, because statistically, you have to win more trades than you lose for your account to grow. If you lose more trades than you win, then you're gonna fail.
Or unless that the winners are super huge, right? Like I think if you actually got into UNIV, then this, it went 80, 100x. But the thing is, not every project does that. This is one of the few
that was a
projects
unicorn win, though.
Yeah,
most wins are only like 5x. You know what I'm saying, or so, and those aren't covering your losers.
Yeah, so you just have to be careful. You just have to have a plan. And the thing is, never ever YOLO your whole port into anything. And if you really believe into something, these blue chips, don't YOLO don't put all your money into, if you think, hey, I think Bitcoin is on an uptrend. Hey, we don't really know. If you want to get in, or like FTM, whatever, dollar cost average, slowly get into it. You don't need to buy the whole big chunk at one time. I think there's a calculator that people actually can use. This is on the stock market, of course, that it's like you either put a bunch of money in at a certain period of time, a certain point in time, where you dollar cost average throughout the years. And the thing is, I think the dollar cost averaging ends up to be way more profitable than if you just buy in, a whole chunk at one time. Mm-hmm. And this space really, I think it's a great space, because there's in the way that I honestly, in this space, I have met a lot of great people, just like you guys, and even other people that I talked to. And I was talking to Mr. Maverick. I was like, man, it's like we're not even in the same area, and some people are in different countries, but it almost feels like we're almost friends. Like
that
almost
hurts,
in real
that hurts,
life,
Myron.
right?
Almost friends. that actually that cut me pretty deep,
man. Dude, like, what's that PFP, man? When I look at your PFP, man, I don't trust that guy, man.
My guy?
That,
what do you mean, dude? He's the cool
Same
guy.
Here.
I mean,
he's cool.
Myron, your PFP is a little revealing, I'd say.
Sure is.
And Mr. Maverick doesn't even have a PFP, man. That's just shady.
Why is mine shady?
But the thing is,
like a whitelist.
there's really a lot of great people, and I have read stories. I have talked to people who says, "Hey, my wallet got hacked, and the group that he was in, they pulled money together, and they made him
Whole
whole."
again.
Right. And
Yeah,
so you
yeah, I
hear
remember that.
a lot of these great stories, and I think there's probably still more good people in this field, in this
Oh
area,
man, there's so
than
many
bad
good people. I mean, there
bad
really
people.
is.
Yeah, I believe that, but the thing is, the bad people really, really ruins it for this space, and I
Hey,
either last.
look, I think it's important for us to remember that those bad people only combine a small percentage of the population, right?
Yep.
We focus so much on the rugs and all the shit that we deal with on a daily basis in DeFi. But at the end of the day, we all know 5 times the amount of great people than we do the shitty people. So like I'll always be there to help, those individuals that I truly believe in. I want to make a difference in. And I think as long as the DeFi community remembers that, and I see it on Twitter, right? Like there's so many giveaways of really good people that are just trying to make a difference. And I think that's something we can all learn from, right? The people that are blessed, that are in a situation or a position to be able to make a difference in people's lives. I think we should always remember, and you know, I guess just try and be that person, right? I feel that. I do. I don't know if everybody else does. King Titus, you probably feel it more than we do, right? I'm putting the pressure on you.
Um,
He's like, be quiet, dude.
yes.
I mean, there's people I have met on through DeFi and things like that. I'll be comfortable if they're like, "Hey, I need you to spot me a little money." I'll be comfortable sending them money, honestly.
Well, and
And
I think that that's fine, man. I don't have any problem with that. And I'm gonna say that I've taken some elaborate risk with people. I remember that I wasn't whitelisted for the Salty Pirates, so I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to mint. So I sent this dude half an ETH. Some random dude who was whitelisted.
No way.
Yeah, he said his ETH was stuck on Coinbase. I was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. I sent him half an ETH. He bought my NFTs and then sent me back the NFTs, and then when his money cleared on Coinbase, he sent me back the ETH.
wow.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought I wasn't gonna get whitelisted for Salty Pirates either, but it kind of worked out pretty good. Literally, like 30 minutes before, or no, 30 minutes after. I don't remember, but it was pretty wild.
So it's
It
like
turns out you didn't need it.
it's like these kind of money that you maybe you are taking a risk, but maybe the thing is, I sometimes I feel like I'm on Discord a lot. I talk to a lot these people a lot. Honestly, I talk to so many people here on Discord more than some of my real life friends, because
Right.
well, most of my friends in real life, they're not into crypto. Right? I try to get them started, but they're not
Dude,
interested.
you're
It's
lucky, man. I don't have any real life friends.
But I mean, by real life friends, I mean my mom and dad, if they consider me friend, my roommates.
My
right?
mom and dad. That's
So yeah, I
actually
mean,
hilarious. I sucked my parents into crypto. My mom was like spamming trying to get these like heroes NFTs earlier today. Yeah, I was like, she was like, yeah, I want this black girl NFT, and I was like, all right.
What project is that?
It was just something heroes, man. I don't know. I looked at it and I didn't think it looked cool, but apparently she said when it launched, gas spiked to like 2 to 3 ETH, so it must have been pretty good.
Whoa.
Did it also minted already? Here,
Yeah,
let
it
me see
minted
it.
today.
Let me check IC tools. I'm pretty sure I can find it pretty quickly.
Something heroes.
But the thing is, I think this is probably unpopular opinion. I think a lot of these NFT, I feel, is in a huge bubble. There's a few projects that will definitely succeed in the long term, and you can tell that by just looking at it. But I think a lot of these projects for these NFTs, they're going to nothing.
But the reason I see that NFTs are doing so well right now, especially on the Ethereum network, it has a lot to do with the fact that the price of Ethereum is actually low. So when they're spending half an Ethereum on a project, they're like, that's not that bad. It was like a while
Yep.
back. This was about double that.
Mhm.
So, which is the reason that I see that it's in a situation that it's at now. So the moment that Ethereum goes on that bull run, who knows, 2
Yeah.
weeks, 2 months from
And
now,
and the
it,
thing I think people
NFTs
preach
gonna start
about
crashing again.
is if you can mint, and I think always try to mint. If you don't know how to trade NFTs, if you don't have experience in trading NFTs, I would well first learn a little bit, but I would try to, if you can mint, it's better than buying it off of OpenSea, because most time you buy it off OpenSea, even if you sweep the floor, unless you know what you're doing, a lot of that's gonna drop. A lot of that's gonna lose a lot of value, and a lot of the time is like, you get minting. So after minting is done, if it's a super popular project, not everyone can mint. The price is gonna spike really high. So if you want to sell, then you sell then. So the price is gonna slowly trickle down until I think reveal, and reveal, maybe I think the reveal, the price is gonna go down probably,
Yeah,
and
reveal
maybe
literally always drops the price every time,
yeah,
which is why I
yeah.
always sell
Yeah,
during the minting day.
unless you want to take that gamble, and you'll pull a rare one, but that's straight up a gamble, right?
But even if you do pull a rare one, the odds of you getting one, especially on a 10,000 mint project, you're talking about 1 in 10,000 if you get one.
Yes. Yep.
So the odds of you getting that and the odds of somebody actually paying 10 Ethereum for a JPEG, let's say, are very slim as well, unless it's a huge community that actually have deep pockets, which is usually never the case. It's usually a bunch of small fry that don't know and just like it because of the art.
Yep.
And we're in a situation where we don't buy because we like the art. We buy because the people like the art.
Well, I'm in it for the art. I don't care if it goes down 99%. That's how I view this. Nah.
Oh,
I,
yeah, right. You always say the same thing, but at the end of the day, it's like we're all
no,
investors
I
and
do.
we're
It's
in it.
we're all trying to make money, and there's
Yeah,
NFTs
absolutely.
what that I have. I don't even want to sell because the gas costs more than the NFT is worth. So I'm just holding those, and there's a few ones that is doing well. I think, of course, the one that we have, the Salty Pirate, is doing decent. I mean, it was
It's
more
holding.
before the reveal, right? But it's holding at least what? It's 2x from its, or a little bit more than 2x actually, right?
It's
From
about two
its
and a half
minting
right
price.
now because as of today, I believe it was at 7.17 ETH for floor price. But even then, but in a project like this, looking at the floor price right now is actually at 0.15. But
Yeah.
looking at the floor price isn't the best thing you can do, is just because people are tired of it. They don't know what to expect, and they probably only have one or two, and they just want to get rid of it,
Hmm.
and they're trying to get rid of it quick, which is a floor price. But if you start looking into depth into the Salty Pirate crew itself, if you look into the activity and the sales that it's done, literally 3 hours ago there was a mint I'm sorry, a pirate that sold for 1 ETH.
Mm.
Literally 3 hours ago. So just because the floor price is at something, I'm looking at stuff here that are selling that are way above price. Talking about 0.25, 0.23, 328. So there's only been a minimal amount of NFTs that have been sold at floor price, which is why I'm still bullish on this project because they're
Yeah.
paying over what the floor price is.
Yeah, I'm bullish. I'm bullish on SPC. I think the dev team is great. I think they're coming out with new content. And I think one thing that I like also about it is there's not a lot of it. There's only 3,000 of these
Yeah.
Genesis pirates.
And Mr. Maverick, I know you love it. The team is doxed.
Yeah. And I watched that video with Ocean where I think he's interviewing with probably a TV or news or something, I guess in Australia. And his staircase looks more expensive than my whole house. So I'd be, hey, I think that's a good sign.
It is.
Yeah, but I think that's really what's important about these. And the thing is, NFT is a whole new different field. I'm trying to learn a little bit more. I probably don't know as much as you guys on NFTs, because I like to see something. I know NFT has charts too, but I like to see something that has charts. I like to see something that I can kind of look at it and it's liquid. If I want to get out, I can get out real quick. But the thing is, I think you kind of have to go with the flow. And if NFTs are pumping, you have to ride it. But the thing is, don't get caught holding the bag. Because right now, I do feel we're in a huge bubble. There's so many NFT projects launching every single day. And another thing, I'll just say this, I think we'll probably have to close it up a little bit soon. But the thing is, watch how fast it mints out. That tells you a lot. I think a general guideline is if they're doing 10,000 mints, maybe the Discord, you want to at least have like 100,000 people in the Discord, and hopefully it's not all bots. And if you see a mint that's 5,000 mint, and it's been like a day or two, and it's only on like 2,000, 3,000, that kind of tells you that hey, there's not a lot of hype on this project, and it doesn't matter what the floor price is at that point, because it doesn't matter what the floor price is if no one buys. I can list NFTs and put the floor price at 10 ETH. It doesn't matter because no one's gonna buy that. Well, maybe someone will buy it. Should I do that? You guys will buy it? But it's just some of these.
Your PFP?
I have my PFP. You know how much I listed it for? 8,800 Phantom. That's how much I have it. FTM. That's how much I listed for. It is one of one. There's 3,000 of these, and there's only one that has a downward arrow, and that's the one I have. So I'm holding this one. I don't even care. So
hey, let's close this out with our NFTs, Myron. Let's do it.
Like show our
NFTs, David. Yep.
I mean, I don't
NFTs are trash.
I don't have that many.
David should be showing off his NFTs. He's probably the bossest NFT collector out of all of us.
Right.
He has a Bored Ape Yacht Club.
No, I don't.
No, that's not that's the Walmart version of the Bored Ape.
What, you don't got a mutant ape? You got a mutant ape?
No.
I don't have a mutant ape.
That's pastel.
It's a undead pastel. This is, I mean, I honestly, it's actually a project that is created by mutant ape holders, where the floor price was actually pretty solid for a while, and it actually just dropped like drastically out of nowhere, which is quite surprisingly, because I'm still gonna hold them because this is one of the projects that I like the art for it. I think they look pretty cool, and the community is actually a very well built community, and they have the volume to be a next great project. They just have people that are listing for so low right now, so the floor price is just very bad, but the volume is there.
Using it for the art. So okay, so I have a bunch of pirates. David has a bunch of pirates too. Actually, on the pirates, I'm trying to get all the races. I'm missing 2 races. I'm missing undead and orc. I don't have those two. So
I got some for sale right now. Happy, it'd be just being nice.
Is I'll buy 0.06 ETH, man.
But,
I have this one. There's like 500 of them. I'm holding. They're supposed to do something off chain. This one got rugged, Frosties. So I got a bunch of dogs from David, and also have. I think Titus, he bought into this one too, right? The Yakuza.
Yeah, I got a Yakuza.
Well, I bought this one. I probably overpaid for it, but the thing is, this looks like Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Man, I paid 1.6.
Yeah, but I mean, well, it is what it is. I mean, at this point, it might as well hold, and hopefully.
I'm an anime fan too, so this project sort of sits right up my alley. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hang on to it.
Yeah, so this I got this, and I have some on here. Let me switch real quick.
You have a lot of sheep and wolf.
Yeah, but I don't even count those as NFTs, man. No. Then I bought this project. This is actually the other guys told me about it. This is auto color. Why is it not? It's so slow. But this, if it loads, let me open it, see if it. What's going on? Well, this project is actually made by a real artist. And oh man, I don't. If it doesn't load, I'm gonna hand it back to you guys. So this one I'm just holding. I think it's holding the floor price for now. And ping swap just lagging, but it's like actually kind of real art that this guy actually has a studio that he explained, not someone famous, of course, but that's what I kind of bought, and I think that's the first really NFT. Oh no, actually, I have some other on my other wallet. I have like a zombie from Billionaire Zombie Club, but my best one so far, I think, is the Pirates. That was a good purchase, but I bought that one because it's a good team. Been following them since the first treasure hunt, and who wants to share theirs? Then we'll close this out. David, you want flex or
Yeah,
just
David, come
elaborate?
flex on us, bro. Flex on us, David.
I can't flex. There's nothing to flex with my NFTs.
David is trying to right click save as some Bored Apes right now, some CryptoPunks.
Bro, he's
No,
like, I don't know
no.
why he's playing with us, bro, because he knows he has the best and most extensive NFT
Sure.
collection out of all of us.
I really don't. Here, let me show you my favorite one. It's a V3 Punk. I got it for 0.07. Here, let me share my screen. Share. Yeah, I gotta set my system preferences now because
I think
I
your
don't
audio
use
is
it.
lagging a little bit.
It's lagging again.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. But I'm still trying to share my screen. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it to add yet.
Yeah, I still gotta.
Miss Maverick, do you have some, or do you while David does his? You still there?
I'm here.
You want to share yours? Then we'll close this out. I think that was no. So we know you got some pirates, and we know you got that
do.
Europa.
I do. Hold on.
Yeah. So Europa, I think that NFT they do have one plat that's for auction right now.
They do.
And some guy with no chill came in and just it started at 1 ETH and someone did like 1.5, another guy did 5, and someone came in just did 200, not ETH. AVAX.
That's right.
And someone just came in and did 200 AVAX as a bid.
That's right.
Straight up. So there's still 6 days left on that plat, and we don't know if it's gonna go higher or if this guy's gonna get it. But basically, what the NFT gets you is gets you a token allocation of $5,000, but it also gets you access into the alpha launch, and only the NFT holders, the alpha NFT holders, can get into that. So there is some value to it, but paying at 200 AVAX, you're almost paying over double the token allocation. And Phantom Frogs. Hey, Dylan, do you know what Phantom Frogs are investing in? Because I know Time Frogs, they were investing in time, and that wasn't going so well. And I know originally the Phantom Frogs, they were going to invest in Heck, but Heck, the APY is around like 200. So there's not that much return on Heck. Oh, actually, I think they're buying the nodes now for the Phantom Frogs, if I'm not mistaken on that one.
Similar to Soldier, the forbidden one.
Oh yeah, and Roseanne said
node and it creates an NFT.
For which one?
Soldier
NFT.
Yeah, that was honestly the thing. You create a node, and what it do, it would give you an NFT. So if you were to sell your NFT, you're basically giving up your rights to your node onto.
Okay, so that's something similar that Unip did. And Roseanne said the discount on those two for the platinum NFT on Europa, so it's 10% off on 5, right? I don't remember. Or 5% off on 10, probably 5% off on 10, and I think you get 3.5 or 2.5% off on every single node you create if you have the platinum. For the gold, I think it's 5% off for 10, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So let me share.
Like the golds are 10% off on the first 5 nodes you create, right? And so they're going to allow, I believe, the gold NFT owners to
But David,
capitalize
your
on
screen is
those.
sharing right now.
Yeah, to
yeah, I
capitalize
pulled it
on
up.
those of the larger tier, but like the platinums, it's 2.5% off for the life of the NFT.
Yeah.
So no matter what, they're gonna save. You know, I don't know what it is. It's a 2.5%. Right, I'm looking at it now.
So
Yeah, David, you have a lot, man. Oh, you got that Bud Light?
yeah, I got 2 of the Bud Light ones.
Oh, dude, you got some of the Ascendeds?
I do
Oh,
have
those
some of
are
this.
decent, actually.
Aren't those backed by Coinbase or whatever?
Yeah, remember I sent you that because we actually checked it out, and the floor
Oh, the
price
floor
has
is
been
up on it.
the floor has been up. It honestly it holds steady between 1.6, 0.16 to 1.9,
Wasn't
and
it
That's
it
not
down bad
was
last night?
it last night it was down at 0.14 last night,
Oh.
but the day literally it was also at 0.22 due to the volume and because the floor price, like I said, it's at 0.89. But if you look at the actual sales, 0.23, 22, 22, not everybody is sweeping the floor. People are buying the higher rarities and the stuff they like. As you see here, someone paid 2 people back to back paid half a ETH, and that's a couple hours ago. So not a lot of people are actually buying floor price. They're not sweeping the floor. They're buying the rarities because they know what sells in the end. It's going to be the rarity behind it. No one's really buying it for the price.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you're actually able to sweep the floor and pick up a couple of good ones on the way, absolutely that's great. But people that are selling now know the value behind it.
After you share this, we'll throw it back to Mr. Maverick because Philip in the chat talked about charged punks, and Mr. Maverick has a lot of those.
I got rid of all of mine, I hate to say.
Yeah, I'm about to get rid of mine, dude. The dude's not doing anything, man. What is he doing with all that money he makes from strong
You
nodes? He's got 150 strong nodes, dude.
There's
That's got to be
150
like, yeah, there's
Wow.
150, dude. Like,
That's
how
crazy.
much money is that?
Look at that alien, man.
I mean, I'm gonna do the math on that shit real quick.
Yeah. So hey, I've already made my money back, right? Mac and Cheese is the founder of the project, and in his defense, he has been as transparent as possible, and so he essentially they use the funds from the strong nodes to pump and add liquidity to the project. And if you're online at the right time to be able to capitalize on it, then it works in your favor, and it has worked in my favor so far. But I can see how some people feel differently. I think long term, I don't know what his plans are. If he plans on multiplying those strong nodes or whatnot, but I do think he's on to something. I do, and he's built quite the community behind it. It's not even fully minted, right? And
Yeah,
I've already made my fund back, right? Like my
I
initial
haven't made
investment.
my money back, and he makes $7,500 a day on this project, dude. Why are we not doing weekly buybacks? Like, you know what I'm saying? We could have so much liquidity. He could just be pumping. He could pump $1 million of liquidity
You're
in
right.
there in
He
like 2 or
could.
3 months.
Hey, so like it tied. If you're in it, like there's no reason why we couldn't. Like Mac and Cheese is completely open to feedback. So I'd be happy to get him on a private call, and we can completely work that out. But that's the crazy thing. Like we were talking about earlier, we have access to the founders, the developers in this space, and so there's no reason why we can't bend their ear.
Well, look, yeah, let's get Mac and Cheese on next week, and let's see what he has to say for himself. Because,
Hey, we can.
honestly, I feel like he's slow rugging. I think that he's stealing money on this. I'm not paying attention. I'm not having anything to back that up either. Say I'm just talking out my ass, but it's very suspicious. I don't actually want to accuse him of anything, but it don't seem like he's doing the right thing he should be doing with the money he's got.
I think he's doing what he knows to do, right? So like there's people that are a little more experienced and understand the space probably a little more than he does. And you know, somebody like yourself could absolutely influence the manner in which he is adding liquidity to the pool. Okay.
Yeah,
Utilizing
because dude,
the
that's so
funds.
dumb. Like, if anything, like the way he's doing it is the worst. Like, I would rather if he waited like an entire month and then added like, you know what I mean, 200 grand or whatever,
Right.
or you know, say to make a more steady amount, and then he should just like he should change some things, man.
I know.
You know,
You're
because
about to put me to bed too. I'm about to fall asleep because
Yeah.
of your yawning.
God damn it, I'm laying down too. I need to sit up all the way. I'm a bad person.
But the thing is, no, I was joking around. Actually, I was joking around with Nari because he has Charge Punk too, and I haven't sold any of my charge. And actually, for a whole month, I bought a Charge Punk. I didn't claim it in the first claim, so I had a whole month where I wasn't collecting anything. Yep.
But you know, for you, in order to create charge, what you need to do is you need to claim once when you receive it, so you get your first 120.
Yeah, so I didn't do that,
comes in.
and I held it for like a whole month before.
But
you know,
dude,
I felt about
But
that.
for you to claim your charge, you're spending more money claiming
I
than
know.
what
That's
you're
why,
actually
that's
making.
why I didn't claim it the first time.
Yeah, I
But
sold it and I actually made a profit on them. I got
Yeah.
two pretty rare ones.
oh, nice. But
Yeah,
price is like 0.1 ETH, I think.
0.1, and I sold one of them for like 0.17 and the other one for like 0.15.
Oh, nice.
So,
So
I got my gas price at more.
I still have it, but I was joking around with Nari. I was like, man, what if he's just like when he got to 100 strong, he's just like, all right, guys, peace. Like I'm set for life. But he
Yeah.
didn't.
Isn't that the same thing I told you? It's like, man, if I was a developer for this project, it was like I wouldn't even answer you guys anymore. If somebody made me 100 ETH in less than a month, it was like I'd be somewhere in the Bahamas just texting. I was like, yeah, we're working on marketing right now.
But the thing is, no, he's still around, and I haven't been in the chat, and you know, we're just talking about this just for fun. But I don't know where the project is gonna go. Mr. Maverick knows, but you know, it's still going. I guess you can still get some money from it. And honestly, I'll say that
it's still 0.1 ETH. Okay, I see coin collector. I'm sorry, I called
He said,
you
"What's the mint price?"
chatter earlier. I
He said,
saw
"What's the mint
your
price?"
comment, man. Yeah,
Oh my
mint
God.
price is 0.1 ETH. It's not
still
bad.
minting. It's still light.
Right, it's still minting, but it's getting close. Right, it's almost to the end of minting.
I'll say this though, the legendary ones look pretty cool. Some of those legendary punks,
They are.
yeah, but I think it's all by raffle. You can't get one of those from minting.
You mean
That's
they're
right.
Rick from Rick and Morty?
Yeah, dude, that was actually pretty funny.
Remember,
Dude,
I
I'm
got you,
not
I
gonna
know.
gas this man up at all until he starts doing something right with the charge token, bro. Like, we're supposed to be making $5 a day. Where's my $5 Yo, y'all think I'm playing, bro? Like, where's my $5? Like, I bought that with the intention of
You know
getting
where's
my
the $5?
Man,
Because Miss Maverick's been selling the ribs, man.
that's
He's
what
been
I'm saying, bro. Like, how am I always not paying attention when charge pumps? Like,
I don't know. You need to have the alerts on, man, because I sell it at the right time, and Myron's like, shit. Like, here I am holding the bag.
So you're the one that's dumping on us, so we can never sell. That's what I heard.
It's not me.
Yeah.
Hey,
What is he doing with the rest of the money too?
I think it's a legit project. Okay, Mac and Cheese has his heart in the right place, not financially.
He does, and he's super active on the Discord too.
You're right, David. Like the guy cares about his community, and he's trying to do the right thing. So all I'm saying is, if you own Charged Punks, that you should be bending his ear because he is soaking up whatever knowledge or feedback he can get to make the best decisions for the community. And so, you know, Titus, if you have a bunch, then bend his ear, man, because it's.
I've got 4 of them bitches.
Hey, I got more than you. Hey,
it's not a dick measuring contest.
I know you beat me. Okay, I give up. But all I'm saying is, like, we're in a unique position in this world that we live in, where we can influence people. We can. And so, like, hey, don't feel scared. And this is anybody listening right now, including you, Coin Collector. He laughed because I messed up his name earlier. But hey, like, if we can influence individuals, right? Even in like a lot of the communities we're in now, if we can bend their ear and we can help them understand how the decisions they're making are good, positive, negative, whatever it is, like we really do. I mean, I feel like a nobody in the space. Okay, like I really do. Like, yeah, I may have some funds. I may be spread out in between a lot of projects, but like I still don't feel like I should deserve to bend the developer's ear, but I do. And so I would encourage anybody to do the same thing, but do it with I don't know, respect, because there's a lot of shitheads in this world that we're in, right? There is. So, like, when you reach out to them, be respectful. Understand that they're getting 1,000 messages from people that are losing money or making money or trying to do better by themselves. Just,
I mean, and I'm not. I am anti. Let's feel bad for devs, dude. I'm sorry, man. Like this is the course you signed up for, G. Like
That's
you
right.
bought the plane ticket, you got on the plane, you can't get off the flight until it lands, man. You could bail if you want to, but it's it. You're along for the ride, my guy.
That's
This is
right.
what you signed up for.
That's right.
You got a good point on that, but at the same time, a lot of people also take it out, or the event, when it comes to the moderators are just there to like straighten out and make things seem a little bit easier for a lot of folks, but moderators usually have nothing to do when it comes to a project. I was a
Nothing.
moderator in a couple of projects myself.
Oh, they should be getting paid.
Hey, quit yawning. You're killing me.
Moderators should be getting paid, dude. If you're facing abuse like that and you're moderating for a project, you should be getting paid to accept that abuse.
I agree, Titus.
Yeah.
I agree.
And if you're getting paid, then you're doing your job. Shut the fuck up.
Well, shit, I'm not talking to you anymore. Let me mute my fucking mic really quick.
Okay, I think we need to call it. But I think we need to.
Thanks, Myra. This has been good.
We need to make a mention that any of these projects, this is just me, Titus, David, and Mr. Maverick talking today. We're just guys talking. This doesn't represent official BnB views. We just want to make that clear. We're not trying to say, hey, BnB is behind these projects. Please do your own research before you buy into any of these. And we're again not endorsing. We may be bullish on some stuff, but hey, please go read the white papers, go learn something about it. And the thing is, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Either that it's not going to be sustainable, right? It's going to be gone in just a couple of days, couple of weeks, or that you can get rugged where something is going to happen. So you got to be very careful with that. And if something that's super risky, be safe out there. And we'll have a show next week, and around the same time, I think 9:30 Eastern, EST. That's where
I think we got the hang of it this time too. So we're gonna be promoting it all week long, trying to get as many people as possible.
We'll have different guests. We may have repeat guests. The first show that it was Draco jumped in with us. I think first show. Usually, every single one. Yeah, Nari is supposed to be here, but he wasn't feeling well, and so he had to miss out this week. And of course, Smokey usually is gonna be here, but Smokey is at his wedding. So congratulations to Smokey. But he will be back next week, and we'll maybe have some other guests. Maybe we'll have the same guests, but it's just gonna be talk like this. Maybe as we get more the hang of it, we'll have more. Maybe be a little bit more organized, more better graphic. I know today I was sharing screen and you were seeing like these infinite loop because I only have one screen up right now. So I'll fix that in the future. But hey, really great talking to you guys. I think we hit on a decent amount of things today.
Hey, actually, sorry to cut you off. Can I add something before we go?
Yeah.
So what I want to mention too is like I know people get really invested into all these projects, and I mean, yeah, there's great profits behind it, but remember, at the end of the day, claim your profits. Don't let everything
Yes.
sit there. You are not married to the project. Don't get too involved with the project.
Yeah.
It's not emotional support. Make sure to claim at least your initial investment. And if you're really passionate about the project, make sure just claim your initial investment and let the rest ride.
It's not a
But don't
dog.
get too attached.
If
Don't
it starts
get too attached.
limping, put it down.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, David.
Sounds like a horse.
I think hey, all of us could use that advice, right? Like we're all bullish on certain things, but like take your profit, do it.
Yeah.
Don't
At least
hesitate.
initial investment, or even if it's 50% of it, if you feel that passionate about a project and you want to write it, at least take half of your initial and let the rest do what it's going to do. But
Yeah.
I learned when I first started, I was like, man, this project is great. Guess what happened? I lost almost everything and I had to start from scratch.
Yep.
So after that was a lesson learned, and I apply that into every single project, no matter how bullish I am on it.
David's a smart boy. He learned it the first time. Took me 3 times.
Yeah, I was left on a 0 though.
Yeah. So, hey, I just wanted to say it was an honor talking with you guys tonight. It really was. Getting to know each and every one of you and just discussing the market as a whole. I've had too much bourbon, so I'm going to have to bow out now. But hey, I appreciate you guys and the philosophies and everything you brought to the chat.
Yes, appreciate you guys being here, and thank you for the people that joined us today watching, and we will get better as time goes on. So thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the little bell notification. You know what I'm saying? So you don't miss out on any future live videos.
Man.
So I'm guessing you've done this before?
Huh?
I'm guessing you've done live stream before.
No, never. I've never live streamed ever before. But if you guys want to tell all of your friends next time, we might have a giveaway. Maybe. David says he's going to give away one of his NFTs. His favorite.
I'll give somebody a node bear.
Oh man. Hey, but guys,
dude, you know what? I'll throw a node bear out. That's I've got a ton of those, dude. You know what? I'll give a node bear.
There you go.
So David, me and you were each going to give a node bear. Is that official?
That's official.
Oh wow, okay. So next show we're gonna have
that's 4 AVAX piece, dude. The floor on those is 4 AVAX right now.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
It was at 2 AVAX.
Wait, David's like, wait, 4 AVAX? Never mind, man.
He's like, wait, let's pick something else. What about these aliens versus cow NFTs? You give those away.
Alien versus humans. I know Myron has a lot of those. Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
I said aliens versus cows, the rug.
Oh yeah, that
NFTs are worth nothing now.
Oh man, it's rough, man. Yep.
That was
all right, guys.
Fucking rip.
You guys have
like button, guys.
Yeah, you guys have a good night. We'll see you guys next week.
Hey, thanks, Myron, Titus,
right.
David.
Smash that like button.
Yes.
Maverick, Myron, Titus, good night.
Night.
See you guys.